You walked right into my trap. This time I won't let you get away. Seeing she looking so terrified, Li Hao struggled to crawl forward, but she grabbed his ankle. With one strong pull, a loud crack echoed. Min Hao let out a scream of agony. That was definitely broken. She was quite satisfied with his handiwork. This expression of pain and tears really suited him best. Now you can never escape. You have no idea how captivating you look right now. How about staying by my side forever? I can clear all your debts, give you more money than you can spend. Chi's hidden desires after all these years could finally be realized. He couldn't control his sinful hands. As a straight guy, Li Hao endured wave after wave of revulsion, constantly reassuring himself this wasn't a big deal. It's not like he'd lose anything. As long as he got the money, he could start living again. But he overestimated how much he could take. He couldn't help but push the man off him. Having his fun interrupted, she showed a disgusted expression. What, you want to play hard to get? Before you came to me, you should have known what I wanted. Li Hao completely broke down, but he knew there was no other way. Through tears and snot, he said, "Give me the money first." Seeing him compromise again, she showed an even more excited expression. "Money's no problem. I'll give you however much you want. But I'm a little impatient right now. Let's finish this first." Ever since college, when he saw Li Hao hiding on the rooftop crying alone, he became poisoned by Li Hao. He didn't even know why he was so obsessed with someone like him. Just because his girlfriend won an award, and he had no achievements. He felt so insecure he hid the cry in secret. But what could he do? That expression was burned into his brain. He had almost given up. Never expected that not only did his girlfriend dump him, but he'd end up like this. Now he even showed up at his door, awakening the demon he'd kept buried inside. When Li Hao woke up, he was in a strange room. There was a thick chain locked around his neck. What's going on? Right? Yesterday he sold himself. And did that kind of thing with that man in his office. The pain went on for so long, he finally passed out. The man woke up with a chain locked around his neck. What the hell has happened? Desperate to figure out the situation. But sharp pain shot through his ankle. Seeing his ankle swollen like a butt, memories flooded back. That man twisted it and broke it yesterday. That man had too much stamina. He couldn't take it and passed out. This had to be she, that bastard. He tried with all his strength to break free from the chain. But the chain was so thick, he couldn't break it no matter how hard he tried. Just then, she stood at the door holding food. "You look so good when you cry." Seeing the one responsible smiling at him as he struggled, Li Hao grabbed the bedside lamp and hurled it at him. But it didn't even come close to hitting shit. Li Hao screamed at him furiously. "Are you insane? Let me go right now. I already let you do that to me. What more do you want?" Having gotten what he wanted, she was in a great mood. He didn't mind the insults. "Don't be angry. Seeing you so energetic puts my mind at ease. Your body seems to handle things really well. But no matter how strong you are, you still need to eat." In this situation, how could Li Hao possibly eat? He cursed Qi and all his relatives. Qi ignored him and personally fed him. But Li Hao shoved it away. "You think I'm stupid enough to eat anything you give me? Stop making me sick." Seeing him refuse to cooperate, she grabbed the chain and yanked hard. Li Hao was pulled right up to his face. The chain pulling made him cough nonstop. "When you're hungry, you should eat. Is something so simple really that hard? You're forcing me to do this." He forcefully pried open Li Hao's, scooped up a big spoonful of food and shoved it in his mouth. Seeing him still resist, he covered his mouth and forced him to swallow. He didn't stop until he forcefully fed him the entire bowl. Then he started peeling a peach while lecturing him. "Just live here with me. You've got nowhere else to go anyway. I'll give you endless spending money. All you have to do is exercise with me." Li Hao knocked away the peach he offered. He cycled. "Living here chained up like a dog. I'd rather die. Just looking at your face makes me sick." Getting too emotional, he aggravated his ankle injury. The pain made his whole body tremble. Seeing this, she finished the rest of the peach. He smiled wickedly. "Though your ankle hurt bad. Looks pretty bad. Probably won't heal. Maybe I should just cut it off." He held a knife against Li Hao's ankle, measuring. Seeing Li Hao trembling with fear pleased him greatly. "I'm just kidding. Don't look so scared. I won't be able to control myself. I need to go to work and make money now. Be good and wait for me at home." Seeing she about to leave, Li Hao helplessly begged Shay to unlock the chain. All he got in response was the crisp sound of the door lock. He crawled with all his strength to the bathroom, forced himself to throw up the food. Who knows what he put in it? He had to escape from here, escape from this cycle. This man was completely insane to get what he loved. He imprisoned the one he crushed on for years. Having gotten his wish, she even went to work happily. After work, he rushed home, fantasizing about his little housewife waiting obediently at home. But fantasy was one thing, reality was a slap in the face. Opening the bedroom door revealed total chaos. Everything in the room was smashed to pieces. The chain's wall connection was seriously damaged. All of it showed the captive's dissatisfaction. Following the chain to the closet, he found Li Hao curled up asleep. She couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Then he squatted down and started laughing. With shattered ankle bones, he still managed to destroy the room like this. Pretty impressive. He went forward to wake Li Hao. Got no response. He gently pulled back Li Hao's blanket. Found Li Hao with eyes closed tight, face flushed red. Something was wrong. He felt his forehead burning hot. He quickly carried him to the bed. Soon came back with medicine and food. She patted his face. "Oh, wake up first. You have a fever. Take the medicine and eat, then you can sleep." Hao opened his eyes and saw the man who disgusted him. Weakly refused. She saw he still couldn't face reality. "Don't push your luck. While I'm still in a good mood, eat now." Or do you want me to force it down like this morning? Hearing this, Li Hao reluctantly started eating. He clearly understood resisting was pointless, since the medicine she prepared also had a small amount of sleeping pill. Soon after eating, he fell asleep. She sat by the bed, staring at him without blinking. I've always cared about you. I couldn't help but treat your foot. If I wasn't afraid you'd run away, I wouldn't treat you like this. But why did you get sick? I'll really be good to you. Isn't it good to stay with me? The next day, once Li Hao's fever broke, he felt safe going to work. After work, he bought lots of gifts to bring home. He thought Li Hao would be happy seeing these gifts. But opening the door, what greeted him? Li Hao, trying to break the chain at the headboard. Seeing him return, he glared viciously. What are you looking at? He couldn't help but laugh in disbelief. You're really something. I felt bad for you and even treated your foot injury. You want to escape from me that badly? Li Hao shouted furiously. Obviously, unlock this thing right now. She mocked him for being delusional. If I unlock it, you'll just run away. Unless you promise to live with me. And never leave me. I don't want to make you unhappy either. Look, I bought lots of designer shoes and clothes, all the styles you like. Li Hao shoved him away. Who wants to live with you? You locked me up here. What good are these things? She emphasized to him. As long as you promise to live with me, I'll unlock you. If you don't like these things, tell me what you want, and I'll buy it. Seeing him act so crazy, Li Hao truly regretted it. What I want now is to leave here. I don't need anything from you. I just never want to see your face again. Chi's face darkened. Suddenly he dropped what he was holding like a madman. He grabbed Li Hao by the throat. Looks like he'd been too gentle, making him lose touch with reality. No money, no place to live, and everyone's cut you off. Without my money, without living here, where else can you go? He couldn't help but use his fists, then got down to business. You already sold yourself to a man for money. From the day you came to me, you should have been prepared. After getting so much money from me, someone as fake as you could never go back to that hard life. Besides your body, what else do you have? The man never imagined he'd end up imprisoned. Though he didn't want to accept it, he'd sold himself from the start. Regretting it now was too late. Seeing Shi about to break his ankle again, he finally gave in, promising to behave and not run away. This made Li Hao realize that as long as he went along with Chi, he wouldn't get beaten. After an intense workout together, she was satisfied enough to unlock his chain. By the time Li Hao got dressed, she had finished making dinner. He called him to come eat. He couldn't help bragging about his good taste. The new clothes really suited Li Hao. Li Hao walked toward him trembling, overworked, plus the ankle injury. How couldn't even stand steadily? After just a few steps, he collapsed on the floor. She quickly went over and helped him up. Li Hao endured the pain and begged pitifully. Please take me to the hospital. I promise I won't run away. Shi's face instantly darkened. I can support you walking, can't I? Why do you have to go to the hospital? Hearing his displeasure, Li Hao didn't dare say more. He could only curse him hundreds of times in his head. She helped Li Hao sit down, his voice softening. Eat first. It's all your favorite food. After we're done eating, tell me how much you owe. Help you pay off all your debts. Hearing him say that, Li Hao's mood improved. To pay off the debt quickly, he wolfed down the food. After checking all of Li Hao's debts, even Boss Chu was surprised. Though there were no big debts, the small ones really added up. He hadn't even finished paying his college tuition. Altogether it was quite a sum. Li Hao was embarrassed. Actually, he hadn't borrowed that much. Later, robbing Peter to pay Paul accumulated tons of interest. How Boss Chi teased him. This money was nothing to Boss Chi. After a few clicks, he handed the laptop to Li Hao. Check it. I paid everything off for you. Happy now? Seeing the debt paid messages, he was a bit stunned. So much debt, paid off just like that. But he should be happy. So, why couldn't he feel happy? Just then, she stressed. Don't forget the money wasn't free. Li Hao needs to stay with me. She stretched and smiled. Now let's enjoy this beautiful day. Min Ho suddenly felt uncomfortable. Today's a work day. Don't you have to go to work? She said dismissively. I'm the boss. Even if I don't show up, no one can fire me. Besides, the company runs fine without me. What an evil capitalist. Rich people don't even need to try hard to get everything they want. Min Hao was confused. I know you rich folks don't need to work. But weren't you really dedicated and hardworking about your job? In school, you were always working. And you even joined our literature club. She was really happy hearing him say that. Seems like Li Hao really cares about him too. You don't actually think I'm in the publishing business because I love her, do you? Looks like you're still too naive. I only set up that company for tax evasion. Your passion and career dreams are just money, making tools to others. Min Hao was really getting mad. Then, why do this when you could just inherit your family's company? She slowly sipped his coffee. I'm the kid my family doesn't care about, so my parents won't hand over their profitable company to me. But don't worry, I still have plenty of money. I could support several guys like you, no problem. Hearing him say that, Li Hao kind of lost it. So why are you doing all this? Do you want me to like you? But hearing that, she choked on his coffee and couldn't stop coughing. Once he caught his breath, he started laughing hard. You really do have a romantic mind. But I'm not asking for that much. All I want is for Li Hao to stay by my side. Whether you like me or not doesn't matter. If you could give me your heart, that'd be even better. As long as you can make me feel good. His hands started roaming all over Li Hao's body. The man was tired of being poor, and being treated like this he didn't resist as much as before. Seeing him start to accept it, she got even more intense. After a night of intense activity, she was especially energetic. Time to get up. I have to go to work. Even if you don't want to get up, at least say goodbye to me. After the intense night, Li Hao still hadn't recovered. But he still rarely responded to Be careful. She was very satisfied seeing. He reluctantly gave him a key. You just stay home, I'll come back right after work to be with him. And so, Li Hao lived the same routine every day. As soon as she came home, he dragged him into intense activity. When she wasn't home, he could only stay alone. Li Hao himself didn't know how long he'd been living like this. He was starting his whole existence. Was this really going to continue forever? He felt like he was losing his mind. The sound of the door opening interrupted his thoughts. She was in a really good mood. He even bought a big bag of stuff. You've been getting thinner lately. It breaks my heart. I especially bought you some good food. You need to eat more. Seeing him in a good mood, Min Hao timidly spoke up. My phone should be with you, right? Can you get it back? I won't contact any. I'm just too bored, want something to pass the time. She immediately gave him a cold stare. You don't have anyone to contact him. Having a phone would just give you ideas about escaping. Li Hao gathered courage to argue. That's my phone, why won't you give it to me? She stayed silent for a moment after seeing him. Then he took out Li Hao's phone, but didn't give it back to him. There's only messages from your mentor. Want me to read them to you? He started reading on his own. I never thought you would plagiarize my work. You were the student I valued most. Doing something like this, where does that leave me? You know my situation. That was my last dream. So I can't forgive you. Let's never meet again. Watching she read it out like it was a joke, he felt blood rushing to his head. He knocked the phone out of his hand. Stop it. And it wasn't just that the incident was made public, but that he'd been missing for so long and not one person cared about him. Looking at Li Hao crying with his head in his hands and the broken phone on the floor. He only needs him, doesn't need anyone else. He'll treat him better than anyone else would. She opened the packed fridge and thoughtfully reminded him. Don't forget to eat lunch, I'm going to work. After she left, Min Hao sat on the couch just staring into space. Why did his life turn out like this? His father was a drunk who never cared about him. All he did was yell at him. His classmates all looked down on him. They mocked him for having no literary achievements and ending up as a temp lecturer. Now even the only mentor who respected him was disappointed. Even his girlfriend Duna left him. Did he deserve all this? Now he didn't even have one person who cared about him. The more he thought, the more depressed he got. When people are alone, their thoughts can get scary. This man had been in prison for some time, and not one person noticed. Such a failure at life, not even one person who cared about him. This reality made Hao break down crying. When she came home that evening and opened the door, he saw a scene that made his heart stop. He rushed forward and hugged Li Hao. Sorry I came home late. It was an emergency at the company. I shouldn't have left you alone for so long. I didn't mean to stay away. Don't cry. Li Hao felt like he was grabbing a lifeline. There was still someone who cared about him. The sad thing was, this person was the one who imprisoned him. She saw his exhausted expression and continued talking. You're tired, right? Should we go to bed? Don't worry, I won't do anything to you tonight. Lying in bed, Li Hao was still feeling really down. She hesitated a bit then asked. Want to go out with me tomorrow? We'll take a walk, eat some good food. I'll buy you whatever you want. Li Hao looked at She in disbelief. You're willing to let me go out? She smiled affectionately. I'm not going to work tomorrow. I'll spend the whole day out with you. So don't think about anything now. Just get some good sleep. The next day, she did exactly as he said and took him out. Li Hao still couldn't believe it was real. Why are you suddenly taking me out? Didn't you always keep me locked up? Because you were afraid I'd leave home. Maybe Li Hao's condition yesterday really scared him. Like Li Hao might disappear at any moment. She seemed especially gentle today. He didn't answer, just leaned in for a kiss. Li Hao got scared and quickly backed away, bumping into the car door. Seeing Li Hao recoil like that, she didn't get angry, instead he laughed. This is how Li Hao should look, full of life. She helped Li Hao get to the mall. The sharp-eyed sales clerk immediately recognized She. She asked them to pick out a formal outfit for Li Hao. After the sales clerk's careful styling, Li Hao looked like a completely different person. He went from poor loser to rich young man instantly. Looking at all the designer brands, stuff he never dared dream of before. Now, he was actually wearing it all. But she said this was just pocket change. Don't worry about it, as long as you're happy. I can buy you even better things. Li Hao was stunned hearing him say it so casually. Even rich people can't spend money like this. Does he really plan to treat me well? Then the clerk suddenly said, your brother will be here soon. She's expression immediately changed when he heard that. He stood up and pulled Li Hao to leave. But because of the ankle injury, when she pulled him like that, he couldn't walk far before his brother caught her. Because of Li Hao's ankle injury, She's brother quickly caught up to them. Seeing She didn't want to deal with her, his brother casually approached Li Hao. Is this my brother's friend? Hi, I'm the brother of Cha Jing. She protectively pulled Li Hao behind him. We have things to do today. If you don't need anything, we'll go first. His brother acted like he didn't care. What else could it be? Just the hotel inheritance thing they want me to take over. Isn't that making it hard for me? After all, you're the legitimate son. The relatives are all going crazy now. Seeing this kid had no filter. He didn't want Li Hao to know about these messy family issues. So the two of them moved to a coffee shop. Looking at the two talking intensely not far away. Rich families aren't necessarily harmonious either. Suddenly Li Hao had a flash of inspiration. Wasn't this a perfect chance to escape? But could he run away with his injured ankle? If he got caught, that guy would definitely beat him to death. Then, his other foot wouldn't be safe either. He couldn't do this. As long as he behaved, he wouldn't get beaten. Min Hao was shocked by his own thoughts. Was he going crazy? He didn't even dare resist or escape anymore. Seeing Chi keep looking back at Li Hao, his brother teased, looks like a very important friend to you. Chi didn't deny it and asked what his real purpose was. Getting to business, his brother wasn't acting innocent anymore. It's complicated for him as an illegitimate son to get the hotel. She wasn't interested in this originally. Plus his dad insists on giving the hotel to his brother. It would be much easier if he just formally gave up his inheritance. It's just his mom that would be hard to deal with. When the two finally reached an agreement, she turned to see an empty seat. He instantly went into a rage. He knew this would happen. Why does everyone abandon? Li Hao was frantically running through them all. Because of his injured ankle, he couldn't run far at all. Soon he saw Shay looking for him everywhere. Li Hao panicked and hid in the emergency stairwell. No choice, now he could only take the stairs. Limping along, he accidentally tripped over a pipe. Then there was a loud crash. Just as Li Hao was struggling to get up, he realized someone entered. No need to guess who it was. He quickly got up and ran down. The person behind him kicked him hard. Li Hao rolled straight down. He walked down slowly. His expression flashing. If you beg for forgiveness now, I think I can try to forgive you. This man finally got a chance to escape, but was easily caught by the psycho who imprisoned him. She couldn't understand why Li Hao wanted to run. Haven't I been good enough to you? I paid off all your debts. I even took you shopping. I buy you whatever you want. Isn't this good for both of us? Li Hao was shaking with fear, but still fought back. That's just what you think is good. I'm scared you'll hit me, that's why I don't dare resist anything. She quickly waved his hands. I'll never hit you again. From now on, let's live a good life together. Li Hao obviously didn't believe his promise. Oh, that's impossible. You don't know how scared I am of you. You don't even see me as human. I can't live with you. She acted like you heard a joke. When I paid your debts and treated you well, why didn't you say anything? Now you're demanding I treat you like a human. But can you even act like a decent human being? Even if I let you go now, could you feed yourself? Could you find somewhere to sleep tonight? I give you all this stuff and don't even expect thanks. I just want you to stay by my side. Li Hao lost control and yelled, just stay by your side. Is that all you want? Don't you want me to become completely dependent on you? You give me these things and take care of me. Is this what I wanted? You just want me to slowly depend on you, can't live without you. She was right. So Li Hao saw through all of this. But so what, he calls the shots. Seeing she distracted, Li Hao started feeling around on the ground, while continuing to talk. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. But I'm really scared. Being with you, I feel like I'm going crazy. The money I owe you, I'll work my whole life to pay you back. Just let me go. She let out an annoyed sigh. I can't reason with you right now. Talking here won't get us anywhere. Let's go home and talk about it. He walked toward Li Hao, about to grab him. Li Hao gripped the hammer he found. He swung it at Chi with all his strength. But Chi easily dodged it. This completely enraged Chi. Didn't I say I won't hit you anymore? What else are you not satisfied with? Li Hao didn't believe his lies at all. He swung the hammer at Chi again. But this time he missed again. Electric current shot through his body. Then he was shocked unconscious. She looked grim, the taser in his hand still sparking. It's okay, I never trusted him anyway. So the escape failed, and he was dragged back. What's waiting for Li Hao? He finally found a chance to escape, but she easily caught him. What kind of punishment awaits Li Hao? As soon as Chi got home, he got a call from his mom. Mom accused him of why he did this. Why should something that belongs to him be handed over to the people who hurt them? She didn't want to fight over these things. Besides, his dad never liked him, never thought about leaving the company to him. This would only make his mom suffer more. But his mom couldn't see reality. Under his mom's constant pressure, he had to compromise. He won't see that mother and son again. Mom will handle things herself from now on. After saying all this, Mom also pushed him about getting married. Don't be like his dad, abandoning everything for so-called love. She quickly brushed it off. After hang up, he usually irritated. He walked into Mom. He saw Li Hao lying on the floor still unconscious from being thrown down. He called out a few times with no response. So he walked over and crouched down. How long are you gonna stay passed out? I'm in a really bad mood. You better get up quick. He started pushing Li Hao hard, telling him to get up. But Li Hao still showed no signs of waiting. Impatient, he grabbed Li Hao by the hair. He shoved Li Hao's head into the full bathtub. The sudden suffocation jolted Li Hao awake instantly. He gulped down several mouthfuls of water. Just when he thought he'd drown, she pulled him out. Li Hao's pathetic state didn't satisfy Shi. Feeling refreshed. Are you awake now? Li Hao gasped for air. The look in his eyes at Shi was filled with deep terror. He didn't know what this cycle would do to her. She suddenly grabbed Li Hao's hair tightly. He spoke through gritted teeth to the suffering Li Hao. Didn't you promise me you wouldn't run away? You really let me down. Now apologize to me. Li Hao acted like he heard the world's biggest joke. How ridiculous. Why should I apologize? Acting like you trusted me. You've been suspicious of me from the start. Carrying that stun gun around, just waiting to use it on me, right? And now you're playing the victim. Stop making me sick. But before he could finish, she shoved him back underwater. The terror of suffocation made Li Hao struggle desperately. But it was useless. Just as he felt death closing in, he was pulled out again. A cold but commanding voice spoke again. I'll give you one more chance. Apologize now. Just apologize and I'll forgive you. Though trembling from lack of oxygen, he still refused to give in. You want me to apologize? You might as well just kill me. Then came another splash. Li Hao was shoved underwater again. Why would I tell you? After all, you're my source of happiness. Since this doesn't work on you, let's try something more fun. The man had never been tortured like this before. It successfully destroyed all his will. Willingly imprisoned, willingly tamed. Seeing Li Hao determined not to submit, just physical punishment clearly wasn't working. He came up with a better idea. He pulled Li Hao out of the water. He dragged Li Hao and threw him onto the bank. An excited expression appeared on his face. He found the glasses and put them back on Li Hao. He stroked his face, savoring the moment. You look like this right now. Just like when you were a lecturer back in college. Back then, I could only watch you from afar. But now you're in my bed. It's like a dream. Why can't you just behave? Since forcing you isn't working, let's try a different method. She pulled out some mysterious object with a smirk. He grinned wickedly at Li Hao. Think I'll get to hear you beg today. Then he pulled off Li Hao's pants. Li Hao panicked immediately. What happened next was beyond Li Hao's imagination. Beyond what he could handle. He couldn't hit anyone. He gave in, begging constantly. Following Xi's twisted pleasure, crossing one line after another. But this only made Xi more shameless. It opened new doors for Xi. So this is how to make him obey. This intense session went on all night. Li Hao passed out from the pain. When he woke up again, he found himself tightly held by Xi. Was he afraid he'd run away? Even in sleep, he wouldn't let go. With his injured foot, how could he escape? Even if he escaped, he'd have nothing. He'd never escape his control anyway. Whatever, too tired, but this psycho always says those things. Does he really like him? Why else would he be so obsessed with it? Thinking of it as love might be some comfort. If it weren't him, he probably couldn't handle it. He stopped thinking about running away. Li Hao gradually became docile. He'd eat and sleep with Xi, do Xi's favorite intense activities, and when Xi went to work, he'd obediently read or watch TV alone. When tired, he'd sleep. Xi even teased him about living like a retiree. Days went by like this. Li Hao even forgot how long he'd been locked up. One day Xi came home from work with lots of stuff. He even bought a strawberry cake. Looking at the Christmas tree Xi bought, Li Hao asked, confused, if Christmas was coming soon. How long have I been here? Xi looked really happy. What do you mean a few days? Happy birthday. Seeing Li Hao's disbelief. What's wrong? You didn't think I knew your birthday. Tell me what kind of gift you want. Or if there's anything you want to do, no matter how expensive, I'll get it for you. Li Hao saw he was in a good mood and gathered his courage. I want to go out alone for a walk. Seeing Xi's face turn cold, he quickly added, just an hour or so. Get some fresh air. Seeing his face get darker, he backed down immediately. Forget it, I was just saying. So can Li Hao go out again? Today's a very special day. Not only Christmas, but also Li Hao's birthday. She promised to grant Li Hao one wish. For Li Hao, who'd been locked up so long he lost track of time. All he wanted was to go out alone. But seeing Xi's face get uglier, he quickly changed his mind. I don't really want to go out. Knowing he had no hope, Li Hao felt depressed and said he was tired and wanted to sleep. Xi immediately tried to make him stay. It's your birthday, you won't even eat the cake. But Li Hao was really upset and didn't humor Xi. I'm really tired. You eat the cake yourself. I remember you love this stuff. Clearly Li Hao wasn't doing well. Xi didn't say anything more. So Li Hao left. She grabbed the cake and angrily threw it in the trash. Who knows if he was mad at Li Hao or himself. To cheer Li Hao up, the next day Xi came home with a gift for Li Hao. Seeing Li Hao's lack of interest, she urged him to open it. Li Hao hesitated but unwrapped it. It was actually a laptop. Seeing Li Hao's stunned look, she said with a smile, "You're home all day. Just reading or watching TV must be pretty boring. So I got you one. Consider it a late birthday gift." Seeing Li Hao still not reacting, "You don't want it. Forget it." Li Hao finally snapped out. He just couldn't believe it. A smile immediately appeared on his face. "I'll take good care of it, Dad." He couldn't wait to try it out. Maybe it'd been too long since Chi saw Li Hao smile. It left him dazed. The next second he moved closer, saying he wanted to work out together. Li Hao quickly pushed. "We can do that tonight. First promise me one thing. Come out with me for a walk." He definitely wasn't happy about it. But for tonight's happiness, he had to go out in the freezing cold with Li Hao. But after walking for hours, Li Hao showed no signs of going back. He started complaining. "It's freezing out here, and you're limping around for hours. What's the point? Isn't it better to stay home with the heat? My hands are frozen." Li Hao was just glad to breathe fresh air. "It's not even that cold. You're the one who didn't trust me to go out alone and had to come along. I want to walk a bit more." Just as Xi tried to convince Li Hao to go back with him, his mom called, telling him to come over and meet. Mom had something important to tell. She had no choice but to call a car for Li Hao. She told Li Hao nervously, "Go back on your own. Go straight home, understand? I have to take care of something, but I'll be back soon." Once the car drove off, Li Hao told the driver, "Oh, sir, please don't go to that address." She came home full of anger. But Li Hao was nowhere to be found. He clearly put him in a taxi. There's no way he's not home yet. Did Li Hao run away again? Realizing this, she lost it completely. He grabbed the knife from the kitchen, looking totally insane. "If I can't have you, I'll kill you." Just as he was about to leave with the knife, he ran into Li Hao at the door. She quickly hid the knife behind his back. He asked guiltily, "Why are you home so late?" Li Hao held up the groceries. "You cooking too? Can't eat that every day. So I had the driver stop at a nearby supermarket. I bought some groceries. I'll do the cooking from now." But Chu was in a state of panic. He was terrified of his own crazy thoughts. He followed Li Hao closely but was afraid to get too close. When Li Hao suddenly turned around, she couldn't dodge in time and collapsed on the floor, legs weak. She couldn't let go of his earlier impulse. He watched Li Hao busy in the kitchen. He questioned how he could have such a terrible thought. Was it because of too much pressure from Mom? but that's no reason to think about killing him. Just then Li Hao finished cooking. He called Che to eat. She snapped out of it. The delicious meal surprised him. You're actually a good cook. Li Hao explained he used to live alone a lot, so he can manage this much. He also took a jab at She's cooking. Basically all semi-prepared West. She ate absent-mindedly. He noticed the logo on the bag. You went to Jinjiang supermarket. Li Hao nodded. She probed, did you go anywhere else? Seeing Li Hao say no, he continued. There's a police station right next to that supermarket. Hao chewed his food and said, Ji passed by it. I saw it. You saw the police station, why did you come back? Haven't you always wanted? Li Hao slammed his chopsticks on the table angrily. Can we just eat? Why bring up such a downer topic? She persisted. Even if you didn't go to the police station, I gave you my card. You could have run anywhere. Come back. Li Hao sighed. If I ran, would you let me go? Besides, where would I go? Besides here, who would take me in? Finally getting the answer he wanted. She burst into laughter. He suddenly hugged Li Hao. I'm so happy you came back. Even if it's because you had nowhere else to go, I'm happy. Seeing Li Hao struggle to push him away. I won't do anything, just let me hold you. But men's words can't be trusted. Li Hao clearly felt something poking him. Xi's cover was blown. He promised just one. But men's words are just lies. What awaited Li Hao was round after round. But has Li Hao really been tamed? Willingly staying. She dreamed of taming Li Hao. But no matter how hard he tried, Li Hao, in his dreams, always called out his ex-girlfriend Du Na's name. This made Shi feel suffocated and desperate. What should he do? To make him think only of. The next morning, as soon as Shi opened his eyes, he found Li Hao gone. Did Li Hao run away again? He was so scared he didn't even get dressed before rushing out. Hello. But he saw Li Hao making breakfast in the kitchen. Li Hao glanced at Shi who'd followed. What's wrong with you this early in the morning? She had no words. After eating, Li Hao saw him still lounging around. Aren't you going to work? It's almost 10. This successfully annoyed Shi. Why do you always want me to leave for work? You don't want to see me that. Li Hao immediately shot back. Aren't you the boss? I'm just worried about your company. Hearing Li Hao's, she still thought Li Hao just wanted to get rid of him. Li Hao didn't bother arguing anymore. I shouldn't have said anything. He just opened his laptop. Seeing Li Hao really ignore him, she felt uncomfortable.